Yeah, I think
Go
that
ahead.
the difference between why you don't have a Jada shirt being marketed versus a snowman
Yeah.
shirt, I think that based on that difference in skill, there's compensatory gimmicks. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker might not be able to run fast,
Mm-hmm.
but make some cool ass hoodies. So
Right.
you're not gonna see street dudes putting out shoes. They putting out hoodies,
Right.
or hats, or
Right.
whatever. That's something to offset the thing that they're lacking.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of artists do that.
Yeah, and I think that again, I think that that's a skill within itself, to be able to figure that out, and to be able to find that niche that you exist in. And there's only a few artists in the scope of hip hop that's ever been able to put all of those different things together.
Right.
And most of the people who've been able to put all those different things together have like positions that solidified. Kanye West was able to put some of those different things together. He got a position that solidified. Jay was able to put some of those things together. I think one of the other things too that to me is important is I've seen a lot of people, in Rockford locally, and then even just outside of that, where somebody hot for a year or two, and then they don't necessarily get the monetary success that they're looking for, they don't get the commercial success that they're looking for, and they don't make music no more. Or like maybe they making music, but you don't see it as often no more. They find a new lane to exist within, and it's other artists who have continued with the longevity and continue to create. I was just sitting down here with Ken the Kid a little bit earlier, and one of the things I was telling him is that I've certain people that I've grown up here, and like as much as a fan as I am of hip hop in general, I'm a fan of 815 music specifically, and it's certain artists who no matter how big they no matter what they ceiling may have been artistically, if you grew up here, you grew up and like this person opened certain doors, this person pioneered certain things, this person did something that other people ain't done. I done watched Ken the Kid sell physicals when I didn't even think niggas was buying CDs no more. Same thing. I done been in a party and Blazo, Is He the Plug come on and everybody rapped the lyrics to the entire song. Regardless of if you think the song is the most lyrical song or not. It's only maybe like one or two other people who got songs where you can play the song at 0-0 and niggas can rap that song all the way through, until they get to the end. And I just think that it's all these different check boxes that are really important. And sometimes some of those check boxes, depending on what your check boxes you view as important, sometimes you can cast to the side some of the other check boxes that people hit. And the other thing that I think is really important is the idea that somebody is at least keeping the culture at the forefront. One of the things that, again, when I was talking to Ken and Kid about, like, it's been times where Ken and Kid drop, and anytime I get on Facebook, that's what's at the top of my algorithm. Hendo got something like that going on right now with the Tetris song. Like, every time I get on Facebook, I'm seeing I got a Hendo meme at the top of my algorithm. That ain't he's not rapping or nothing like that, but that's one of the things that feeds into somebody being the hottest. Like, it's somebody who put out a song today and released it who rapping really good on that song, but they never making it to the top of my algorithm because of the way that what Hendo's doing and the way that's being marketed.
Right.
And so I just think that one of the things that still is important with like the culture being an ecosystem is even amongst the disagreement in opinions, or even amongst the disagreement in of artists, an understanding that all of these things build the culture out more. All of these things keep the culture at the forefront of the conversation. And to me, nothing really says that more than when after one of these conversations happen, or after one of these discussions happen, people who don't make rap music here, or people who maybe don't pay attention to rap music here, they want people to just shut the fuck up about Rockford music just because they see how, but to me, that's like that means you're doing something right. Like, I done been on Facebook, like, just this past day, like, if these niggas don't stop talking about Gucci Mane and Pooh Shiesty, like, I just don't want, but I say all that to say, like, that's a good thing. That means that this conversation is still being built out. And so when people are tired of something being talked about, it means that it's at the forefront of people's consciousness.
That's crazy you mentioned that about your timeline, because my timeline literally is like half of it is Gucci, Pooh Shiesty, and the other half is I'm tired of hearing about these Rockford lists.
Right.
So it's like, but y'all being entertained by this shit, but y'all don't want to hear about this shit.
And they entertained by that too. That's just their way of that's their way of contributing to the conversation. I think that that's the other thing that I'm sort of talking about is that everybody contributes to the conversation in a different way. And each contribution is important because it just makes it so that the conversation spreads out. So just as in, it's going to be somebody who ain't seen none of the list, they going to see somebody complaining about the list, and they going to go find the list. Like, I done been plenty of times where I'm on Facebook, and I don't see what everybody talking about. I just see motherfuckers complaining about it being talked about a lot. So now I got to go down a rabbit hole to figure out what the fuck niggas is talking about real quick.
Man,
you know?
I always feel lucky when I miss it.
Hell, dog.
So just talk to me about.
Niggas gon' sell they soul for them Andrew Jacksons. Translate the culture for them crackers, that's the same transaction. From when they with you with them white folks, they gon' kick your back. And when the captain asks what happened, they get free.
Somebody call up the president. I got some shit that you can't use a weapon with. My verses got rappers jumping out their bodies, look like I'm performing an exorcist. I used to put VPNs on all my phone so the police can't track all my messages. My cousin just sent me a pack so heavy it feel like a midget has slept in it.